And it's kind of cool that our family, and I guess little community as well, has pretty good taste.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
So, yeah, I was not... I mean, I feel like this is kind of on them, but I was not expecting... Because, like, you know, they mix this with mineral water. Sprite is a big one. We got Buchanan's and Sprite. You want some Buchanan's and Sprite?
Bro. They say Buchanan.
And I'm always just like, no, I'm fine. Never really bothered trying it. Now I think Sprite would be excellent in this. Even on its own, it's pretty good.
Welcome back to Spirits Collective.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Aiden.
And this is the show where we all learn to drink together.
And today we're trying out Buchanan's Master Blended Scotch Whiskey. Alright, so this whiskey is 80 proof, which means it is 40% ABV. And this bottle is blended from a personal selection of the master blender Keith Law from the finest mature casks in the distinctive Buchanan's house style. So this bottle is actually aged around 15 years, which is pretty cool.
No age statement though, so who knows?
This bottle is distilled and blended by James Buchanan and Company in Scotland. And that is Buchanan's Master Blended Scotch Whiskey. So Alex, do you have any experience with this bottle?
Okay, so my son Skeeter, he's going crazy in the background. We had to put him in his cage because he starts biting all the cables. So for that, I do apologize. What was your question?
Skeeter's a dog, for anybody that doesn't know. He didn't just put his son in
He's my son. He's my son, Skeeter. What was the question?
Do you have any experience with this bottle?
I just see it a lot at gatherings and barbecues. For whatever reason, I never bothered tasting it because it just sounds kind of just like whatever, because I see it so often. People make it sound like a treat though.
Yeah.
Like we got Buchanan's.
Buchanan's.
But no, I haven't tasted it.
To me, this bottle always looked like it was going to be super bitter for some reason. Like it was just going to have no flavor. I think it's because I took a sip from it once when I was younger and I thought it was just disgusting. But of course, this was like, I didn't have any experience with any kind of liquor, so...
Your palate was baby.
Yeah, my palate was a baby. But I'm expecting this to be, since it is Scotch, a little bit more on the bitter side, not so much...
More maltier side?
Not so much like sweet, like a regular Kentucky bourbon that we've had. Bottle. How about the bottle design?
Let's get into the bottle design. Let's see. So this is the Master. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is, but I do know this is fancier for whatever reason.
So from what it says on the label, it's the Master Blender, handpicked what goes into this whiskey. So like from his personal casks that he likes,
I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of marketing. So I like the color. The name's cool. All that like the way everything's written. Blended Scotch whiskey looks very refined and what's another word, like other world, like old world, like, you know what I mean, with like the way
something like
the back.
I feel like it looks like something like the royal family would pull out.
Yeah,
something like that. I think the bottle's super nice. Like you said, it looks very refined. I wish it had more texture, honestly, because although it does look nice, this is just a sticker. But the back does kind of make up for it with the nice engraving that you can see in the front. But overall, it's just a bunch of stickers on a nice bottle. And this bottle is supposedly aged 15 years, which is the oldest we've had on the show so far.
Supposedly, Yeah. There's no age statement on there, so who knows, really.
Yeah, the regular one does. This one...
Yeah, that's very strange.
I would think that the Master would have...
Yeah, I would not doubt that it's aged around 15 years.
It's already cracked open. Alex, tell him why.
So this isn't part of our collection. This is my old man's, and he tried it and was like, would you guys want to try it for y'all's show? And I said, yes, thank you kindly.
Is there a specific way you're supposed to pour this?
Yeah, so... You see these with like higher ends with a little marble, you kind of just look at that.
I get it. I know what's going on.
And it's so that you don't waste a single drop because it's so fancy.
So let's go ahead and get into the nose.
Yes. Let's go into the visuals.
So it is a really nice color, but it is pretty light. I don't know how much they cut this back. This is a 40 proof, an 80 proof whiskey. So I'm sure it's watered down some. Do they have full proof when it comes to whiskey? To scotches?
I don't think. I mean, scotches maybe, but like the big stuff like this, Buchanan's. Yeah. I don't think I've seen something that's like cask strength or whatever, full higher proof, nothing like that.
But yeah, I mean, pretty basic whiskey color, nice and light. Let's go ahead and just get into it.
Alrighty.
That's definitely different from like a Kentucky bourbon. A lot more like
dude, this gives me like a tequila feel.
I don't know about that, but
yeah, it kind of gives me like a repo, like a tequila repo.
It's definitely like bitter on the nose. More of like an alcohol
getting that
smell.
like
this, like the rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, like a crappy tequila.
Hey, relax.
Like
this
a crappy tequila, but without like a crappy tequila, but
I'm not getting a lot of notes. Are you?
No, I'm getting like a tequila alcohol.
I'm getting like leather, like a leathery.
Jesus.
Like a leathery.
Thank God they cut this back. This smells like
it's
not pleasant.
Like an old man.
I just feel like it's tequila alcohol. Like not yet. That's all I could think of. Not really getting any maltiness, any wood. No oak, no vanilla, no caramel,
I'm getting
no
like
sweetness.
Like an old man sitting in his library in front of a fire. That's the feel I'm getting from the smell.
You know, I think I agree with you. It smells
kind of like leathery,
like
old.
What's it called? Like a dapper old man would dress and smell. That's Buchanan's. You know what I mean?
I'm getting like a hint of sweetness in the back, just like a very small hint of sweetness. Like a little bit further away from my nose, I'm getting like bananas, kind of like
maybe like a banana peel, but like
mushy bananas.
Stretch, yeah, a little bit of a stretch.
Like way back there, like a little bit.
You have to look for it.
Pull away a little bit.
You have to really look for it, and it's not like a pleasant banana smell. It's more like a banana peel, banana that's browning already, and you just want to throw out, but your mom won't let you.
You make banana bread out of it.
I don't know.
I definitely get those bananas.
So far, not for me. Everyone, this is the taste.
Buchanan's
Master Blended Scotch Whiskey.
I gotta say,
that was pleasant. At first,
wow.
Kind of peppery, and I was like, oh shit, where's this going? And that's a really weird.
It's a little sweeter than I thought it was gonna be.
That's a really weird finish.
Sweeter, fresher. I took a pretty big sip. That was very smooth, very, very easygoing.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was easy in the mouth, nice and fresh, and when you swallow it, nice and fresh on the finish. Not a whole lot of notes that I can point out, but very easy to sip. And I would even say it's packed with flavor, but I'm finding it hard to like pinpoint exactly what notes I'm getting.
Yeah, you're like out of your element a little bit.
Yeah.
So at first for me, I got like pepperiness in a bad way.
Pepperiness.
I got nervous, and I was like, where's this going? Swallowed it. Very smooth. Got a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of...
Now I'm getting slightly smoky.
You know what? Yeah, like that mezcal smokiness.
Yeah, like a little bit of that mezcal smokiness. So I can definitely see why people would lean towards Scotch. Like it's definitely like an experience that I'm getting right now. But let's go ahead and take another sip. And now that I'm smelling it now, it's a little bit sweeter on the nose.
That's weird, bro.
Wow, dude, that's super easy to drink.
Yeah.
I can't pinpoint any flavors though. It's so easy to drink. So nice.
When it starts to get into the finish, that's where it like really throws me off.
And I almost basically finished it. I mean, taking nice big sips, like.
Yeah, me too. Mine was basically full.
Wow. And then you get that smokiness at the end, right?
Very, very interesting finish.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about the price. So my old man, and this was a bargain. It's the only reason he really bought it, because he said he would drink this religiously when he was younger. And he found this for $29.99, which is a steal, because I think down here in South Texas, it's more around like $40, $50. You know what I mean? So just depending on where you're at, could be different. This was, he found it at Total Wine for $30.
$30? So, yeah, so I saw it online going around for like 40. And I got my wife here on the side. She's just trying it out, see what she thinks. But I've seen it online for like $40.
Yeah. I would say for 30. So far for 30 and for Scotch, blended Scotch, this is pretty good.
That's the nicest smokiness I've gotten so far on a drink. Very nice and subtle, just perfect. Super nice in the mouth, nice and peppery, and then easy, dude. Like no burn, just really super smooth.
Honestly, it is 80 proof.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. And I can see why my family finds it pretty easy to drink this, like with mineral water, and ice and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what this is like on the rocks. And we're back with
our back
on the rocks with Buchanan's Master Blended Scotch Whiskey. Let's just get right into it on the nose. It brought out that banana bread now. Now it's banana bread. Banana bread, nice and nutty, nice and banana bready.
I'd say it's like a banana simple syrup.
For me, it's subtle. It's so close to banana bread. It's like taking a bite out of banana bread.
And
like I can taste the freaking pecans. Now I'm getting smokiness. All right, let's go.
Alrighty. Cheers, everyone. Ooh.
Wow.
Little bitterness.
Dude, but nowhere near anything else that we've had.
But like a sweet bitterness, if that makes sense. It was like a slight bitterness followed by sweetness.
I see what you're saying.
Which is really weird. I have not experienced that before. So that's really cool. Very exciting. That finish is still so weird. I don't know if I like it. I think I'm just so out of my palate is so out of its element.
Dang, it's nice and sweet, right? Like a sweet bitterness. Then you get that smokiness at the very end. I think the smokiness is stronger now that it's on the rocks, I think.
Yeah, sweet, bitter, and then sweet again.
So far,
smoky.
This is the best whiskey I've had on the rocks.
Best, okay.
Like for me.
I really enjoyed, I think 101 was really good. I think
that one's almost a given, I think.
Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, I think.
Those are givens though, because they're so high in alcohol content.
This one, considering it's 80 proof, still has a lot of flavor on the rocks and is actually still pleasant on the rocks. Brings out a little more bitterness, but
I think it brings out the smokiness a little bit.
Pleasant, just the right amount. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
So Alex, being somebody who's been around Buchanan's for a long time but never actually had the opportunity to taste it, what do you think?
I get it. It is 80 proof, but there's enough there for me, both neat and on the rocks, to that it was pretty awesome. We got this for 30. For that price point, I'm very comfortable with it. 35, still okay with it. 37.
Once it starts at 40, I think I'm going to
38 and 38 plus, and I think
isn't the regular one from this around $40 here at Specs?
Yeah, so that's why my dad was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. You know what I mean? He's so very cool. A very cool bottle. If you can get it for 30, definitely grab it.
So for me, this might easily be one of the easiest whiskeys that we've had on the show to drink. I'm not gonna say it's one of the best, because we've definitely had some whiskeys that are just like, you know,
insane,
amazing. But this one is super easy to drink, and for a beginner, I would definitely recommend it if you're trying to get into scotches, because from my experience, scotches are a little bit more bitter, and that's definitely the experience I got from this one, but not so bitter that.
Well, it might be misleading.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of got that experience from this one, but it was bitter in the nicest way possible. You got some smokiness. You got some freshness. You got a little bit of that banana smell. Super easy to drink. Very smooth. You barely taste the liquor. I would definitely recommend this to a beginner, especially if you're trying to get into Scotch. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this 3.8 kilts out of 5.
I'd say this is a 3.3 kilts out of 5.
Bringing the score to 3.55 kilts out of 5.
Stop. That's bad.
I don't know.
All right, so I think we're just about ready to close this out.
Let's take one final sip.
Okay.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Guys, and always drink responsibly and drink what you like.
And don't forget to comment your bottle recommendations. We take those really seriously.